Guys, can you hear me? Guys, are you able to hear me? Okay. Good evening, guys. Welcome to today's online seminar. Hi, Aman. Hi, Nirav. Hi, Dilip. Hi, Sampati. Hi, Kiran Kumar. Hello, Nishat. Hi, Nitish. Sorry. Hi, Naved. Yes, Naved. We'll start the seminar in a few more minutes. We are just waiting for a couple of your friends to join in. So, guys, meanwhile, before we start the seminar, how's your week? How's your week going? Aman says the week is good. Okay. Nirav says it's very busy. Okay, Nirav. Venkata says it's good. Anything interesting? Nitish says preparing for GRE. It's on August 30th. Okay. Siddharth is having a superb week. Good, Siddharth. Deep says was busy in office. Okay. Kanchan says is good. Pit also feeling is good. Hello, Akila. Alekia. Okay. Aman, my week is going good. Thank you. Okay, guys. My name is Kamal Kondiar. I'll be hosting the seminar today. Mr. Abhishek, who's a GRE expert, who's going to give you complete information regarding it. Okay. He's going to give you complete information regarding GRE, how to crack GRE. Okay. How many of you are ready for it? Are you ready for today's online seminar? Let's crack it. Okay. Okay. Before we get started, there's one more good thing about today's online seminar. Can you guess what it is? In your invitation, you have definitely seen it. Those who have seen in Facebook would definitely know what is special today in today's online seminar. Yeah, cracking 340 on GRE is fine. Apart from that, the special thing in today's online seminar. Come on, guys. Take a guess. Verbal? Okay. About GRE preparation. Okay. Verbal listening. Okay, guys, you forgot about the award. I'm talking about the Academy Award for today's Academy Award. How many know about the Academic Award? Today's Academic Award. Come on, guys. Okay, if you have no idea, not an issue. I'm just sending you a link now. Okay, just click on the link. Guys, do open your Facebook. I'm not going to be a strict officer here telling you don't go for Facebook. I'm going to tell you to open your Facebook. I'll send you a link which will help you throughout this seminar. Okay, this seminar will be more interactive. Open your Facebook, open GREH. Okay, open Facebook, open GREH. You'll be able to definitely get more ideas. Okay, on how to crack GRE. Have you opened your Facebook? GREH page on Facebook? Open the page. Good, Pallavi. Nitesh, open the page. Can you see the link which I sent you out right now? Okay. Guys, can you see a picture how to crack GRE? I'm attending. Join me. Okay, good. Just share the page with your friends. Like the image and share it with your friends. Your friends, ask them to come attend this seminar. Many of your friends would be definitely preparing GRE along with you. So this seminar will definitely help them out who's looking for any kind of assistance in this. Okay. Okay. So I'll give a short brief about today's academic award. Those guys who are attending today's academic award are eligible for a great great prize. Can I say that, Abhishek? A great prize. Okay. So, of course, the prize also is going to be decided by you guys. Okay. So, for one tip for today's academic award is that your friend's help is definitely needed, and if you're able to type fast, that's going to be one more advantage. Okay. Can we get started with today's online seminar? Okay. Before that, guys, do share the image along with your friends. That will definitely help you out, help your friends also to attend the seminar. Okay. So today's online seminar is presented by Mr. Abhishek. Okay, he's a senior GRE expert here. You can ask him all your doubts regarding GRE. He's going to sit here and clear it. I'm not going to leave him before clearing all your doubts, so don't worry. Whatever doubts you have, you can always post it on Facebook. I'll be monitoring it. Or if you have any doubts here also, Mr. Abhishek will be answering it. Okay, Abhishek, are you ready? A couple of guys with Okay, there are a couple of guys who are just waiting to answer your questions. Bijesh, just share the image which I sent you again. Okay, Mr. Abhishek, the flow to you, and all your friends are here to know about how to crack GRE. Okay.
Good evening, Kamakon. Good evening, guys. And once again, thanks, Kamakon, for the awesome introduction. Good evening, Anusha. Good evening, Dilip. Good evening, Amanpreet. I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces. Kanchana, Siddharth. Okay, so Kamakon already told me that you guys are not going to let me finish the seminar without answering your doubts. Definitely, guys. Definitely, I'll be clearing all your doubts. All right. But as Kamakon was saying, he's busy in the Facebook page. Let's do one thing. Let's give Kamakon a bit of work. All right, guys, tell me what you expect from today's online seminar. You can write it in the Facebook page itself. Kamakon, can you just check if can you just check the expectations from today's online seminar?
Definitely, Abhishek.
All right, so you can just type in our Facebook page. Pallavi, you can just type it in our Facebook page. Okay, I have sent you the link. I have sent you the post. In the image post, you can just comment on the post.
Abhishek, we are getting a lot of questions here. So student wants to know how to crack GRE.
Alright, I think I can help you with that. The online seminar is basically about how to crack GRE and all the steps involved. Any more guys?
Student wants to know how long does it take to prepare for GRE.
Okay, well, that's a generic question. I'll be able to help you with that.
Okay, Nitish wants to know how to crack verbal section. Okay.
Okay, so Nitish asked on Facebook, right? Alright, so Nitish, I'll definitely help you with the verbal section. Okay, the seminar is about verbal and quant both together. Okay, I'll sure definitely help you with that. What about the others, guys? I'm getting only a few responses. Kamakon, is it dinner time already?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure, Abhishek.
Guys, where's the energy? What are your expectations from today's online seminar? I'll just ask Kamakon to send you the link again, the Facebook post link. Alright, you can just type in. You can just comment on that link. I've just sent it to you again.
Okay, we have one more question, Abhishek. Biju wants to know if on verbal listening section quite tough, what should I do? Nimiti wants to know tips and how to get a good score in GRE. Okay, so I hope you have a great seminar today, Abhishek.
Thanks a lot, Kamakon. So I guess you'll also be, you'll let me know the doubts which come up on the Facebook page. Alright. So guys, shall we begin the online seminar? Naveed says doubts never end. Well, don't worry. You can just send your doubts to, just send me your doubts and I'll be able to clear it. Alright? Alright. So guys, shall we begin the online seminar? Okay. Now, this is the agenda for today's online seminar. Okay. First, I'll be speaking about what GRE is, what basically GRE is, and then benefits of taking the GRE. Okay. GRE and other admission criteria, the other things which you need to do in order to get an admit. And then I'll also show you the new GRE pattern because as you all know, the GRE pattern changed 2 years back. Okay. So I'll be sharing the new GRE pattern. And also GRE test taker speak. What students had to say about their GRE preparation. GRE toppers from GRE Edge, and then how to crack the GRE. Okay, and also how GRE can help you. Okay, and in the end, I'll give you a demo of the learning tracker. Now, the learning tracker is the tool which you would be using with your GRE preparation. Okay, so shall we begin the online seminar, guys? How many of you are all excited? Kamakon told me that all of you are very excited. Okay, Siddharth is excited. Naveed is excited. Okay. Now, guys, before we begin, just a small question. All right. Now, which admission season are you planning to go for? Which admissions are you planning to apply to? You can just click on the poll question. Which admissions are you planning to go for? Okay. Guys, what about the others? I would like everyone to participate. Which admissions are you planning to go for? Alright. So most of you are planning to go for fall 2014. Correct? Most of you planning to go for fall 2014. Then we have a few going for spring 2014. And then 19% of you guys, you want help from me on when to write GRE. Definitely, I'll help you guys. Don't worry at all. Kamakon is also an expert in that. We'll definitely help you. If you have any doubts regarding when to write GRE, just type in your doubts, or you can just type in our Facebook page, and we'll help you out. All right. Now, since we are already in this, let me ask you another question, another small question. All right. How many of you have already started your GRE preparation? How many of you have started your GRE preparation? Guys, all of you can participate in the poll question itself. I'll show you. I'll show you if you have any people in your. All right. Okay, Naveed has started. Bijesh has started a week ago. Anusha has started. What about the others? How many of you have started your preparation? Okay, alright. Now that I have a basic idea of what exactly your preparation level is, shall we begin, guys? Shall we begin the online seminar? Kamakon, are you ready? Are you ready to answer all the doubts?
Yeah, Abhishek, you can do it.
Okay, alright. So, what is GRE, guys? What is GRE? Well, GRE is also known as Graduate Record Examination. Okay. Now, it's an online adaptive test for students wishing to pursue higher education in the US. Okay. So, guys, how many of you would like to do your masters abroad? How many of you would like to do your MS abroad? MS or PhD? Bijish wants to do his MS. Okay. Alekhya wants to do her MS. Anusha wants to do a PhD. Good. Kanchana wants to do her MS. PhD says Bareya. Pallavi wants to do her MS. Sachin wants to do his MS in computer science. Naveed wants to do MS in VLSI, says Dilip. Nirav says MS. Arpit says MS in chemical. MS in computer science. Okay, what about the others? How many of you would like to do your MS? Okay. Now, how many of you would like to do your MBA abroad? How many of you would like to do your MBA? Okay, Rajesh would like to do his MBA. Okay. Vivek would like to do his MBA. Bhavana would like to do his MBA. Nitish is not very much interested in management studies. Okay. He would like to specialize in something. Alright. Okay. Well, guys, for all of you who are looking forward to do your MBA, well, guys, GRE is the exam for you because most of the universities, most of the top ranked universities, they've started accepting GRE scores for admissions. Okay. Now, the exam is designed to measure the scholastic potential of the candidate. Okay, not the subject knowledge. The exam just tests if you are capable of doing an MS or not. Okay, that's about it. It doesn't test your subject knowledge. It doesn't test your biotechnology, microbiology, or your physics skills. Okay, I can definitely see a lot of smiles after hearing this news. Okay, it just tests your verbal and quant skills. Okay, guys, the exam just tests your verbal and quant skills. How many of you are happy with that? Naveed was the first person. He's all in smiles. Siddharth is also happy. Okay, I'm thinking most of you are not very much into your subjects. Varada is happy. Bijesh is happy. Dilip Kumar is not very happy. He wants to show his subject knowledge. Arpit is also not happy. Exactly. Well, guys, the exam basically evaluates applicants from a different background and a common yardstick. Okay, that is what the exam does. Even if you've done your biotechnology, even if you're an IIT graduate, or even if you're a mediocre college graduate, it doesn't matter, because that is where this exam helps. It helps. It helps in evaluating applicants from different backgrounds and a common yardstick. All right, are we clear with this? Guys, in case you have any doubts, you don't worry, just send it to me, or in case you opened up Facebook, then you can just send it, put it in our Facebook group. Alright? Are we clear?
Abhishek, before we get started, we have one more doubt here. Okay, from a student here. Okay, so the pattern has been changed 2 years. How difficult it is from the old pattern, and how is the new pattern?
Yeah, very good question. Who asked that?
One of our student, Navid.
Naveen. Alright, well, Naveen, good question, good question. See, the pattern has been changed, but you don't have to worry about that at all, because that happened 2 years ago. Okay, you don't have to worry at all. Alright, basically what you have to do is just concentrate very hard. Alright, I wouldn't say it's tough, but it's much more intense. Since they've reduced the overall score, it is much more intense. Okay, I hope I answered your question. Okay, shall we move forward, guys? Okay, now guys, these are the main reasons why GRE is an important criteria for your admissions. Alright, because if you write GRE, okay, it opens the doors of some of the top US universities. Okay, and how many of you don't want to spend your daddy's money for your masters? How many of you don't want to spend your daddy's money for your masters? Dilip Kumar does not want to spend. Naveed, Mohit, Alekhya, Anusha is very confident. She does not want her dad's help. Bhavana says not even a dollar. Siddharth says not even a dollar. Bhavana does not want to spend. Nitish. Well, guys, then definitely I have a juice which can bring smiles on your face. Because if you get a good GRE score, it drastically increases your chances for a financial aid. Okay, so you can sponsor part of your higher education with this aid. Okay, you don't have to depend on your daddy or mommy. How good is that? I can see Naveen and Anusha already smiling over here. Mohit, great. Siddharth is all happy. Alright. Now, the exam is conducted throughout the year. Okay, it's unlike other exams where you have to wait once a year or twice a year. The GRE is conducted throughout the year. Okay, it's conducted throughout the year except on Saturdays, Sundays, and public holidays. Okay, now the exam is valid for up to 5 years, but guys, as an advisor, what I would suggest you to do is you give your exam and apply before 2 years itself. Okay, it's not advisable to make it late, because 2 years is preferable. Okay, now any graduate is eligible to take the GRE. Okay, for pursuing his masters. All right, now GRE is accepted in US, Canada, and Germany. Now a lot of you told me that you want to do your MBA. Who all were those? Few of you told me you would like to do your MBA abroad. Alright, well guys, for you, GRE is the exam, because most of the top universities like Harvard, Stanford, they've started accepting GRE scores for admissions. Alright, so you don't have to prepare for two different exams. You can just prepare for a single exam. Are we clear? Okay, shall we move forward? Are we clear with this? Okay. Now, the main benefit of taking the GRE is that you get more options after graduation. Okay, you get better opportunities to learn abroad. Okay, and not only that, you also get a variety of course options. Okay, the colleges right from, courses right from structural engineering to biotechnology, they accept GRE scores for admissions. All right, and not only that, you also get an access to better colleges. Okay, how many IITs are there in India, guys? How many IITs are there in India? Okay, 12, 13, 11, 9. Why is an IIT famous? Can anyone tell me why an IIT is famous? Quality. Okay. So guys, are you telling me that there are only 12 to 13 high quality colleges in the country for your masters? Correct, but in the United States there are more than 200 to 300 colleges which are the same quality as IITs. So tell me guys, would you prefer to study in a place where there are only around 12 to 13 colleges, or would you prefer to apply to a place where there are more than 200 to 300 options? Tell me guys honestly. Where would you like to apply? Mohit says more than 300. Sarthak says 200 to 300. What about the others? Exactly. 200, correct. And not only that, the major benefit of taking the exam is that you can get financial aid so that you can sponsor part of your higher education with this aid. Okay, again, you don't have to depend on your daddy or mommy. These are the major benefits of taking the exam. Alright, this is the major benefits of taking the exam. How many of you are clear with this? Now tell me how many of you have decided I have to write my GRE for my masters. Vijesh, Sartak, Mohit. Confirm, says Siddhartha. Nirav says he has to. Nitish already booked. Pallavi, yes, she decided. Okay. Now, alright. So are we all clear, guys? Alright. Now your duration of the exam is 4.5 hours. Okay, now this includes your breaks. Okay, but you won't get a lot of time for breaks, guys. You'll get only around 10 minutes. So you make sure you finish all your things. Make sure you finish all your stuff before you go for your exam. Okay, now there are six sections. Okay, two quant sections, two verbal sections, one AWA section, and an analytical writing section. Okay, now in your quant section you would get 20 questions. Okay, you would get 20 questions and 35 minutes per section. Okay, again in your verbal section you would get 20 questions, but you have less time for that. You have less time for that. You'll have only around 30 minutes per section. Okay. Now analytical writing, guys. How many of you are budding writers over here? How many of you enjoy writing? All right. Well, guys, you need a lot of practice because you would have your analytical writing section also. Okay. You would have to write two essays, an issue task and an argument task. Okay. Anusha enjoys that way of expressing. We have a budding writer over here, Anusha. You have company. Hira also enjoys writing. And we also have an experimental section. Now, how many of you know what an experimental section is? Exactly. An unscored section. Basically, an experimental section is only for research purpose. Okay, it's an unscored section, but guys, you won't be able to know if it's an experimental section or not unless you finish your exam. Okay, let's say you write your exam and you get three verbal sections, then that means one was an experimental section. That's how it is. Okay, so experimental section can be a verbal section or a quant section. Okay, Naveen has a very interesting question, but I would not recommend that, Naveen. You cannot carry anything for your exam. Okay, no Red Bulls are allowed inside the exam hall. Okay, now your total score for the exam is 340. Okay, quant is out of 170, verbal is out of 170, and your analytical writing is out of 6. Okay, now you can see analytical writing score is not included in your total score. Okay, now you can skip questions and answer later within the time allotted in a section. That is the best part. Okay, so what happens is, let's say for example, okay, Naveed is asking, shouldn't it be 346? Well, Naveed, it shouldn't be 346 because the total score of GRE is 340 and your analytical writing is rated out of 6. It's separate. It's not included in 340. Okay, now ultimately for your admissions, analytical writing plays a very important role. Okay, so you should also concentrate on your analytical writing. Now, let's say you're kind of hurdled by one particular question. Okay, you're writing your exam and you don't know one answer. Instead of wasting time on that question, what I would suggest is you can use the mark and review option. Okay, you can skip questions and answer later within the time allotted in a section. Alright, in case you have any problems, just mark the problem, then go to the next question. You can come back and answer it, but make sure you answer it. Okay. Now the test is adaptive at the section level, so individual questions in a section are not adaptive. Alright, but the test is adaptive at section level. Any doubts, guys?
Yeah, Abhishek, a lot of doubts are coming in. Okay, one of our student Rahul wants to know what is a good score for an average student from IIT seeking a PhD with 2 publication and 2 ongoing publication. What is a good score?
Well, Rahul, I'll tell you. See, average GRE score. I won't be able to tell you exactly. But which university are you planning to apply to? Which university are you planning to apply for? Because if you're going for a top ranked university, I would say you should aim for a score of at least 320, at least 315, 320. Okay, because average score, any good score is 310. Anything above 310 is considered as a good score. But again, it depends on which university you are planning to apply to. Alright, as an advisor, I would say the safest bet for you, since you have a good profile, you can aim for a very good university. Safest best bet is aim for a score of around 320. Okay, Rahul, I hope I answered your question.
Okay, we have one more doubt here. There are a lot of doubts here. I'm just pulling towards the doubts here. What is an test? What is an adaptive test? I'm not able to understand what is an adaptive test, says Dilip.
All right, Dilip, I'll tell you. Okay, now this answer would be for everyone will be very helpful. Okay, an adaptive test is basically a computer test. Okay, what happens in this test is when you write the exam, and the intensity of the test changes per section. Let's say, for example, you write your first verbal section, and the test which you wrote was very easy. You were able to answer all the questions like a master. Okay, then because it's adaptive, what will happen is your next verbal section would be much more intense. It would be much more difficult. Okay, so this is the same case in the quant section also. Okay, so the test is adaptive. You won't get the same type of question papers. It's an intelligent system. There's some algorithm behind it. So as you move forward in your exam, the difficulty changes. So let's say you write your section. Your first section was very hard. You were not able to answer anything. It was very hard. Then the second section, the intensity would reduce automatically. But guys, you don't have to worry about that. Okay, I wouldn't suggest you to break your head over that, because see, ultimately it's out of our hands. Correct. It totally depends on how we write the exam. So I would suggest you to not ignore any topic. Write your exam. Write every section. Don't skip any section and write it. Dilip Kumar is asking, if it's hard, can we get more marks? Dilip, it's not. I won't be able to give a proper answer because ETS has not published that detail. But ideally, yes, you will get more marks. But the exact amount of mark, I won't be able to tell you that.
Okay, Abhishek, one more question before we go forward. Um, okay, if you score 4 in analytical writing, then what will happen? Is it a good score or a bad score?
Well, 4 is not a bad score. I wouldn't say it's a bad score. It's a decent score. But then again, it completely depends on which kind of university you're applying to and what their requirement is. Okay. But any day, I would never say 4 is a bad score. It's a decent score. All right. Any more doubts, Kamakon? Shall we move forward?
We can go forward, Abhishek.
Okay. Now that we checked the GRE pattern, now all of us saw the GRE pattern, right? So now tell me, guys, which is your most challenging section? Now you know the basic pattern. Which is your most challenging section in the GRE? Guys, you can participate in the poll question itself. Mohit, Siddharth, Nitish, Pallavi, Naveed. I'm getting a lot of funny responses. Guys, I would like everyone to participate. Which is the most difficult section? All right. Yes, Amit. Yes, Amrit, it is working. Okay. So 30% of you guys said AWA is hard, is difficult. Okay. 11% says the quant section is difficult. All right. 50% says verbal section is difficult. Yeah, well, I do understand that quant section you might find it easy. Most of you told me that you're from the engineering background, and no one told me that everything is easy for me. All right, and everything is difficult for me. Well, guys, don't worry. This would change at the end of the online seminar. Okay, deal. All right. Okay. All right. Now let's go back with the seminar. Let's go back to the seminar. Now, these are the content changes. These are the content changes in the new GRE, in the new GRE pattern. Okay. Now, in your verbal section, you would have text completion, single blank, double blank, and triple blank question, where it's basically like fill in the blanks. Okay, where there would be one blank and six options. Double blank and triple blank. And you would also have sentence equivalents. Okay. And then reading comprehension, where there will be a big RC passage and you will have to select a sentence in the passage that best answers the question. Okay. Now, it's not directly copying what is there in the passage. It's basically trying to understand the passage and then answering the question. Okay. Now, you'll also have multiple choice, single answer, and multiple answer questions. Okay. Now, in your quant section, again, I have a very good news which definitely you will find it interesting. Most of you will be happy hearing the news. I know Kamakon would definitely be happy. You can use an online calculator. Now, the reason why I was telling is Kamakon earlier asked me a doubt. Someone in Facebook, someone asked, can we take a paper to do calculations? Well, you don't have to do that. You can use an online calculator. Alright? And not only that, there would also be a number of numeric entry and multiple answer questions. Okay? Now, how many of you don't like geometry, guys? How many of you are not big fans of geometry? How many of you do not like geometry? Well, guys, there's a good news for you because you would have less geometry and more data interpretation questions. Alright? You would get more data interpretation questions and less geometry questions. Now, these are the new topics in the quant section. In coordinate geometry, you would have plotting of parabola and circle. In profit and loss, you would have compound interest. And then normal distribution and data interpretation, scattered plots. Alright, where in normal distribution there would be a bell-shaped figure and we would have to interpret the data. And again, the same goes for scattered plots. Alright, any doubts?
Okay, Navid is feeling very bad that he can't use paper calculations. Not even for rough work. Okay. Uh, Abhishek, we have a couple of questions which are coming in. Okay, before that, guys, are you ready for a small contest? Not an academic award, but a small contest. How is the seminar going on? Okay, you have opened the page, guys. Have you opened the page which we sent? I'm going to I'm going to send a link here. I'm going to type in a question here. Please answer it. Let's see who's answering the question first. Not on the wall, Bijesh. Not on the. We are going to post a question, guys. Ready? Are you ready? Can we post the questions? Let's see who's quick enough. We just posted a question, guys. It will be on the wall. Okay. So the question is, Tillu scored 340 out of 340 in his GRE. Okay. So how many questions did he answer? It's a very simple question, guys. So can you see the question there? Tulu got 340 out of 340 in his GRE. How many questions did he answer? Number of questions. Don't type all the questions. Tell the number of questions. Go to the Facebook page and type in. Let's see who's answering it first. Okay, okay, you won't know what you're getting out of it. Okay, he said, Irpa, don't type here. Please go to the Facebook page and typing. All your friends are competing there. The winner of this contest will directly talk to Abhishek and solve his queries. Okay, at the end of the seminar. Okay, Abhishek wants to talk to you right now. So, the winner of the contest will definitely talk to Abhishek right now and clarify his doubts. Okay, everyone's posting it. Nitesh, type in the question in. Don't type it here in the. Guys, these questions are including the analytical writing question, not just your verbal and quant, including analytical writing questions. For AWA, there are two questions. I'm just giving you a clue, Abhishek. It's fine, right? I'm just giving you a clue. Okay, there's only one person who answered it correctly. Come on, guys. Others. Okay, it's going to be a millisecond. It's going to be a millisecond GREH millisecond award. So we just got a winner here. Nitish is a person who answered correct. Totally one or two questions a person has to answer correctly in order to get 340. Okay, don't worry. Nitish, would you like to talk to Abhishek? We have a mic on. Oh, okay, fine, Nitish. Whatever doubts you have, you can type in. If you don't have a mic, Mr. Abhishek will answer. I think we can. Okay, Mr. Abhishek will explain the answer also.
Congrats, Nitish. Congratulations, Nitish. You are the first person to answer this correctly. So, a small round of applause from my end. Did a good job. And guys, a small round of applause for everyone for participating. Again, you guys did a good job. Okay, now the answer is 102 questions. Now I'll tell you how that is. Okay. Now ultimately in your verbal section, okay, in your verbal section you would have two sections, 20 questions each. Same goes to your quant section. Okay, 20 questions and two sections. So 40 is 80. All right, and that you would in your analytical writing you would have to write two essays. Okay, in your analytical writing you would have to write two essays. Okay, so basically you would have to write around 102 questions, including your essays. Okay, so shall we move forward? Guys, shall we move forward? Well, Anusha, you forgot your experimental section. Correct, 82 plus your experimental section. Alright? Alright, any doubts, guys? Okay, now how many of you would like to see, how exactly your actual GRE question would be? Your RC passage, your questions, how exactly it comes. How many of you would like to see that? Sarthak would like to see. Dilip Kumar, Amrit, Bhavana, Naveed. Alright. Well guys, the green color window which you see in front of you, okay, it's known as the learning tracker. Now this software is exactly similar to the actual GRE software. Alright. Now at the left side, guys, can you see the pointer in the screen? Can you see the small pointer in your screen? Do you see the pointer? Okay. Now the left side, the paragraph which you see is the RC passage, and this is your question in your RC. Okay, which of the following has been stressed on by the ECCO? Okay. So guys, how do we find out if a question is a multiple answer question or not? Guys, it won't be given in a bracket. Okay, I'm just giving you a heads up over here. But how do we find out? How do we find out if it is a multiple answer question or not? Exactly, correct. The radio boxes. If there are radio boxes, you can be sure that it is a multiple answer question. Alright? Alright, guys? Now, this is how your user experience would be in your actual GRE exam. What is the value of 1 plus 1 is the question which I showed you over here. Now, don't ask me if your actual GRE question would be like this. I can assure you it won't be like this. Okay? Um, uh, Alright, so what's the value of 1 plus 1? Alright, now guys, over here, question number 1 to 20. These are the 20 questions in your section and you are in question number 10. Now in case you don't know the value of 1 plus 1, okay, what you can do is just click on calculator. Just click on calculator and a calculator would appear. Just type in 1 plus 1 and then just answer. Okay. And guys, still if you have a doubt of 1 plus 1, what you have to do is just click on mark and go to the next question. Alright. Just mark and click on the next question. Now once you go to the next question and if you want to answer the question again, just click on review. Okay. And this is what will happen when you click on review. When you click on review, you will be able to see a history of what you've done. So question number 1 to 4 have not been answered. Question number 5, 6, 7, 5, 6 have been answered, and the other question have not been seen at all. Okay. Now question number 4 and question number 6 have been marked. So just click on that question, click on go to question, and you can answer that question. It's as simple as that. Okay. So you don't have to waste time on the question, because guys, basically your exam is a time-based test. Okay. GRE is a time-based test. Alright, GRE is a time-based test. So what you need to do is no, Naveed, it would not show if you have answered correctly. Okay, but yeah, at the end of the exam, you'll know how much you scored. All right. So are we clear, guys? Are we clear on how exactly your interface would be in your exam? Are we clear, guys? Any doubts?
Okay. Yeah, a lot of doubts here, Abhishek. Especially from Naveed is having many doubts here. I think it's just starting his preparation. How many days it will take for to get the GRE scores in that? Okay, so that's one question.
All right. I saw Naveed's question quite a few times. All right. Well, Naveed, it takes an average of 15 days. All right, to get your score. You'll get your score instantly, but to get a scorecard, it will take 15 days. All right.
Okay, we have one more question from Dilip. He wants to know if we use the calculator, are we getting reduced marks for use? Okay, Dilip wants to know if you use the calculator, will the marks be reduced?
I'll believe that won't be a problem, because they've actually done this for your own good, to help students. They've done this. Okay, so that won't be a problem. Even if you get a question like 1 plus 1, you can still use your calculator, and that won't be a problem at all. All right.
Okay, and Shravya wants to know if there are multiple answers, and do I have to mark all the answers to get the correct to get the marks, or should I answer only one? I'll get the marks.
Good that you asked it, Savya, because I was actually going to cover this in this online seminar. Okay. Now, I think most of you already have that doubt. See, basically, if in for a question, if it's text completion triple blank question, you need to get all the blanks correct. If you just get one blank correct, then that would not be, you won't get marks for that question. Alright, Savya, you need to get all the options correct. Alright. I hope I answered your question.
Okay, one more question here, Abhishek, before we go forward. Pooja wants to know how many times can we write GRE if we haven't scored good marks?
Uh, well, Pooja, basically the GRE exam is an expensive exam. All right. So there's no limit on how many times you can write. But see, if you, because you need to spend around it's a heavy sum. You need to spend around $185 to $185 to book your GRE date. So if you write it again, you would have to pay the same amount again and again. All right. So I would suggest you to just prepare well for your GRE, work hard for your GRE, and write it. All right. See, in a time you can write your exam for up to five times. Okay, so it's like 185 into 5. All right. But that's what, as an advisor, I wouldn't recommend you to do that. What I would suggest you to do is that um, you basically prepare well for your GRE. All right. First, you decide on when exactly you want to write your exam. Prepare well for your GRE, give your exam, and aim for a good score. All right. Because see, if you write it twice or thrice, I don't think that would be a good option for you also. All right. So yeah, Pooja, let me add, because see, it's not only for the money, but even for your admission process, it will become a problem. Right? Shall we move forward? Shall we move forward? Okay, now guys, these are the things that you need to remember, okay, before writing your exam. How many of you are very good at quants? How many of you are good at quants in the math section? Amanpreet is good, Kiran Kumar is good, Satak is good, Mohit is good. Alright guys, the reason why I'm telling you this is because most of the students from India, they say they are good, alright. See, since the competition is very high, we get a lot of students who score 170 out of 170 in the new pattern, alright. Now the old pattern, it was comparatively easier to get 170 out of 170. Now, I'm sorry, to get the full score. But in the new pattern, since it's reduced, the intensity level is much more higher. Alright, so you need to work hard on your GRE. Alright, try to aim for the maximum. Okay, and again, a lot of questions were there about are there negative marks? The negative marks for GRE. Well, guys, there are no negative marks in your GRE exam. Okay, there are no negative marks, so I would suggest you to attempt all your questions. Okay. Now, how many of you feel that learning words is important or is not important? How many of you feel that it's not important to learn 3,500 words? Naveed feels it's not important. Nitish feels it's not important. Mohit feels it's important. Amanpreet important. Not important, says Kiran. Well, guys, let me tell you, it is important. Alright? Learning words is important. I'll tell you why. It's not because they'll ask you what is the meaning of this word. What is the meaning of that word? That is not how your question would be. But you need to understand the words from your GRE questions. Okay? In your text completion, sentence equivalence, questions like that, you need to understand the word. Otherwise, it'll become a problem. Alright? Now, learning, how many of you have already done your preparation? How many of you feel that you're confident enough? You prepared everything for your exam? Well, guys, let me tell you, even if you prepare for the whole exam, okay, even if you prepare for the whole exam, what will happen is, I'll tell you honestly, only 50% of your work is done. Alright, because the rest 50% is just practice. Alright, if you complete the whole GRE syllabus, only 50% work is done. The rest 50% is your practice. Alright? And then GRE exam is adaptive at section level. As I was earlier saying, it's not adaptive at question level, it's adaptive at section level. Okay. Now, a lot of you told me, a lot of questions I heard, when can I apply, when to apply, when can I apply. Well, basically, universities have two admission seasons. So first you need to decide which admissions you would like to go for, fall or spring. Now, the best way you can get this information about deadlines is you go to the university website itself, alright, so that you will be able to know the exact deadlines. Okay, now these are just things to remember before you write your GRE exam. Alright? Shall we move forward? Okay. How to crack the GRE? Alright. Well, guys, how many of you know how to crack the GRE? Or how many of you are attending the online seminar just for this information? How to crack GRE? Well, guys, the first thing which you should do is you should at least start preparing 3 to 6 months ahead of the exam. Alright? Please don't prepare just 2-3 months ahead of the exam. At least minimum time you need to give around 3 to 6 months. Okay? And begin on areas that you're weak in. Okay? Now tell me, how do you know which areas you're weak in? How exactly would you know that? Correct. Guys, you can do a mock test. Just write a mock test so that you'll be able to know exactly what all areas you're weak in so that you can concentrate on that. Exactly. Sarthak got it correctly. And not only that, you also need to be well prepared in all the three sections. Okay, just because you are good at quant, don't ignore quant. You need to prepare well for your quant section. Okay, because your aim should be a 170 out of 170 in your quant. Okay, and guys, do not ignore any topic or question type. I'll tell you, because when I was in school, there were around 11 to 12 chapters in my book, and what I used to do is I used to study only for 10 chapters, because the marks were evenly distributed, and I was sure if I study all the 10 chapters, I would definitely get an 80%. I was sure. Okay, but guys, GRE is not like that. Okay, GRE is not like that. You need to prepare all the three sections. You should not ignore any question types. You need to be well prepared. Now, how many of you know swimming, guys? How many of you know swimming? Hira knows swimming. Mohit. Okay, guys, I give you a book. How to learn swimming in 30 days. I give you a book. I ask you to sit in a room, read the book for 30 days. Okay, and on the 31st day, I'll just push you into a swimming pool. Okay, can you tell me what will happen? You will not learn, says Nita. You will drown, says Pooja. Why? What is the reason? Okay. Now, if I take you to a baby pool, the first day I take you to a baby pool, I come with you to the pool, I take you to the baby pool, and I guide you for 30 days. Alright, I guide you for 30 days, and then tell me what will happen on the 31st day. Michael Phelps. I'll swim like a champion, says Pooja. Varenya says I'll swim. It'll be perfect, says Dilip. What about the others? You will be able to swim, says Neerav. Naveed is not confident of swimming. Exactly. Now guys, tell me why exactly you feel that way. Exactly. Practical approach. Correct. Guys, this is the same in the case of GRE exam. Alright. Since the GRE is an online adaptive exam, many students prefer online training. Now, the main reason is because you get a real-time experience of the GRE. Okay, you can understand how an online adaptive exam works. See, because GRE is a time-based test. Okay, you need to be able to write the exam with a software in the computer. So let's say you're studying from a book all your life, and then you suddenly go to a computer, you won't even be able to know what to do. And not only that, learning at one's convenience. Anytime, anywhere you can study. These are the benefits of learning online. So any doubts? Naveed, that is not true at all, Naveed. That won't be possible.
There are a lot of those, Abhishek. Those are pouring in like anything. Yeah, we'll have a couple of those here. Okay. Okay, guys, you can type in your doubts here in Facebook. We're also monitoring Facebook, as well as we're also looking into it. Okay, so so one of our students wants to know, like, writing in new GRE and old GRE, how practically different it is, because that's on a old pattern of 1600, this on 340. How different it is?
Can you just repeat that question? Just a minute.
One of our students wants to know, like, how practically it is different is out of writing the old pattern and the new pattern. Old pattern is for 1600 and the new pattern is for 340. How different it is?
Well, guys, first thing is that I wouldn't, be too much keen on the difference between old pattern and new pattern, because see, it was there 2 years before. Correct. There's no point in again thinking about that. But the thing is, see, the scores have been reduced from 1600. It's now 340. All right, but that doesn't make the exam easier. Okay, that makes the exam much more intense. All right, that it's much more intense. Okay, I hope I cleared your doubt.
Okay, we have one more question which is quite big. Okay, sir, I have done my master's in science, but my area of interest is political science and public administration. So I thought I could take up the subject in PhD as I come from varied background. I don't have any publication. Is my GRE and TOEFL score sufficient to get into the best universities? Will they provide funding in accordance with the score?
Well, Anusha, see, let me tell you, your paper publications, internships, and all the other documents are not mandatory documents. Alright, basically, it is just to increase your chances of getting an admit. The only mandatory documents are your college certificates, your school certificates, and your GRE score. Okay, and again your SOP and LOR. Alright, these are the major things that you need to consider. Now, see, if you don't have paper publications, you don't worry. What you can do is you can compensate that with a good GRE score, and not only that, also with a very good SOP. Why exactly you want to do that particular course? How will that help you in achieving your goal? Why you selected that particular university? Alright, Anusha, you don't worry at all. Don't worry about paper publications and don't get upset about that. Just work hard in your GRE, and not only that, you also start working on your SOP, and that's about it. You don't have to worry about it at all.
Okay, we have one more question from Ms. Pooja. How effective are academic average result? Example B.
Well, Pooja, academic achievements are very important. Okay? It's one of the most important steps. Okay, academic achievements are very important. It doesn't matter which course you are studying, but see, definitely wherever you go, toppers are generally preferred. All right, so definitely academic achievements are important. But since you I mean, let's say if you have a 9-pointer, it doesn't mean that you can directly go into a college. Your admission is not guaranteed. All right, because that is why your GRE comes. Because you would have a lot of 9-pointers. Then they would check who has a high GRE score. So then they would go. Alright. So yes, it is effective, but it's not the only thing which you need to consider.
Okay, Abhishek, there are a lot of questions which are pouring in. But before we go in detail, guys, do you remember that academic award which I was talking about in the starting of the seminar? Yes, same academic award. So here's a chance for you to decide what would be the price for the academic award. Okay, I'm opening a poll here, so you can answer the poll. So you guys can decide what should be the academic award for today. Okay, what would you like to have? A GRE book of your choice, a Flipkart voucher of 500 rupees. I'll buy something, just give me 500 rupees, or 50% on a complete GRE program, which is going to be effective in your learning process. Come on, answer the poll quick. I can give the mic back to Mr. Abhishek so he can continue. Okay, there's a close contest here. Okay, so I'll share you the results here. 58% of you would like to have 50% off on the complete GRE program. Okay, so how many of you are ready to listen to the futures of the GREedge? How many of you are ready to listen how GREedge can help you? Okay, Mr. Abhishek, your your crowd wants you. No one wants me to talk. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, I'll do that. So guys, in GRE Edge, okay, in GRE Edge, as soon as you enroll, you will be assigned 2 trainers. Okay, so one trainer will be for your verbal section, and the other trainer will be for your quant section. Okay. Now, as soon as you enroll, there would be 2 trainers, and what they'll do is they'll ask you to write a diagnostic test. Now, how many of you know what a diagnostic test is, guys? I think most of you know. You already told me. How many of you know what a diagnostic test is? Exactly, mock test to know where you're weak, where you're weakened. Correct. You would get a number of mock tests based on your strength. Correct. You would get. Yes, Dilip, correct. You would get 2 trainers. All right. You would get 2 trainers, one for the verbal section and one for the quant section. Okay. They'll once they identify your strength and weakness, The next step, what they will do is they'll compare it with your target score. Okay, your trainers would be able to know what your current score is and what your target score is. Now, with that keeping in mind, they would give you an orientation questionnaire. Okay, you'll get an orientation call. Your trainer would give you all the details about how the program can help you, all the details about your study plan, what all. They'll also identify what time you'll be able to prepare, all your GRE preparation related details. Now, then what they'll do is, after knowing all this, after knowing your strength, weakness, how much hours you'll be able to prepare, they would give you a systematic timetable. All right. They'll now the timetable is based on the amount of time you have left for your exam, also considering your strength and weakness, and also your preferred study time. How many of you are working over here, guys? Kamukan earlier asked me, Ratish, he comes home at 12 o'clock in the night, and how does he prepare? Well, here, this is how. See, now most of you might come home late, so you might be very correct. You might come home very late in the night. Well, guys, your trainers, what they'll do is they'll consider all this, okay, and they will design a study plan based on that. So you don't have to worry about balancing both together. They'll take care of it, okay. And not only that, all your study materials would be attached, okay. All your verbal, quant, analytical writing, everything would be attached. Okay, you would get a number of learning sessions, number of practice sessions, and not only that, you would get a number of practice tests also. After each learning session, you would get a test. Okay, and you would also get a lot of online seminars just like this. You would get online seminars based on your subjects, your verbal, quant, analytical writing subject, and not only that, even your post GRE needs. Okay, your admission counseling, how to write an SOP, how to get a visa. You'd get a number of online seminars based on that. Okay, now how many of you study in the middle of the night? I always used to study in the middle of the night. Okay, when you used to study, what time?
If at all I studied very late night, Abhishek.
All right, so I guess most of you study in the middle of the night. All right, so when you study in the middle of the night, how exactly do you clear your doubts? Neerav would like to speak to me. Definitely, Neerav. I'll help you with that. Anusha says she'll ask Mr. Google sir. But Anusha, when you ask Mr. Google sir, would you always get the correct answer? When I ask, I get more than 10,000 results. I won't even know which is the correct answer or wrong, or the wrong answer. Correct. Well, guys, that is why we've developed a feature called as Ask a Doubt. So all you have to do is just type an Ask a Doubt, and a chat box would appear. Just type in your doubts over here and click on submit, and your doubts will be directly forwarded to your GRE trainer. Alright, and you'll also get a number of full length computer adaptive tests, actual computer adaptive tests. Okay, and you'll also get detailed feedback on your sessions, on the sessions which you've taken. Okay, now after all your session, after giving your detailed feedback, you would also get a progress report. Alright, now with the help of a progress report, you will be able to know exactly where you stand in terms of your preparation. Guys, you will be able to compare your performance with the performance of other students who scored in your same target range. Let's say if you target 310 or 320, you'll be able to know your performance with another person who scored 320. How good is that? And not only that, based on that performance, you can also plan your GRE date. As I told you, do you remember I told you I'll help you plan your GRE date? Well, this is how it is. Once you start your preparation, with the help of the progress report, your trainers will suggest you when exactly to write your exam. Siddharth says, what is the advantage of comparing scores? Well, Siddharth, you will be able to know if you have a chance of getting your target score. Let's say on a scale of 1 to 10, you're on 7. Okay, and your target score is 320. On a scale of 1 to 10, mine is 9. My target is also 320. So you will be able to know if you're on track to achieve your target score of 320. Alright, and you'll also be able to assess your performance. Okay, now tell me guys, which is the most favorite GRE's feature? Which is the most favorite GRE's feature that you liked? Dilip Kumar, there is no necessity to maintain a particular time. Any time you can log in and study. Alright, well, Neerav, we can definitely help you with that. Guys, tell me, which is the most favorite feature that you liked? All of you can participate. Come on, which is your favorite feature?
Oh, Abhishek, I definitely love the personalized coaching and SFA.
All it's basically correct. Everyone likes that, I think. Sachin likes the webinars. Okay, what about the others? Which is your favorite feature? Well, Anusha, you will be able to select only one option. If you want, you can just type it to me, which is your other favorite feature. Alright, so most of you liked the learning tracker with all the study materials. Varada says all. Dilip Kumar, personal coaching and SFA. Study plan, says Anusha. Anusha likes study plan and another option. Alright. Now, how many of you would like to know how the learning software would look like? How to use the learning software? Now, I told you how GREedge will help you. How exactly to use the learning tracker? The learning tracker is the software which you would get when you start your preparation. It's basically like a textbook, guys. It's an intelligent textbook. All right, where all your learning sessions would be there, all your practice sessions, everything would be there. How many of you would like to see how the learning tracker looks like? A demo. How many of you would like a demo? All of you selected learning tracker with online study materials. Correct. A lot of you told me that's your favorite feature. How many of you would like to see a demo of that? Hira would like to see. Dilip, Pallavi, Neerav. Alright. Well, guys, this is your learning tracker. Okay, this is your learning tracker. The green color window is your learning tracker. Now, the first icon is home. Okay, the first icon is home, which basically contains all your it'll show what all you need to do, what are the steps you need to do. It's like instructions. Okay. Now, the next thing is an orientation questionnaire. Now, an orientation questionnaire is a 21 question list where you would get 21 questions, and as soon as you enroll, your trainers would ask you to answer these questions. Okay. Now, basically, this is how the questions would be. How long have you been preparing? Have you been preparing from any books? What have you prepared so far? Where do you stand in quant, verbal? Questions like that. All right. Basically, you would get all questions like that in your orientation questionnaire. Are we clear with this? Okay. Then this is how your study plan would be. Right, just click on study plan and you will be able to see your study plan. Now, based on your orientation questionnaire and your mock test, your diagnostic test, your trainers would design a study plan. How many of you would like to see a study plan, a sample study plan, the actual study plan given to a student? Well, guys, this is how it is. Now, this study plan was given for Kavya. Kavita. This study plan was given for Kavita. So this is how it was. It was divided into 5 phases. Phase was fun. Phase 1 was basically uh, foundation course to build her vocabulary. Phase 2 was just starting slowly on verbal questions. Phase 3 was introducing RC. Phase 4 was more practice. Phase 5 was time management. Okay. So your preparation would be divided by phases. This is how your study plan would be. So guys, just read the study plan, go to the learning tracker, just open your sessions and study. That's how easy it is. Okay. Now ask a doubt. Oh, if you have a doubt, just click on ask a doubt. And do you see the chat box, guys? Chat box in front of your screen? Yeah, so you just type in your doubts over there and click on submit, and all your doubts will be directly forwarded to your trainer. All your doubts. Okay. So your trainer would reply to your doubts in 1 working day. Alright. Now, solved doubts is basically like your Facebook inbox. It'll have a history of all the doubts which you've asked and all the doubts which have been cleared. So in case you need to refer, just click on solve doubts. Your inbox would be there. You can just select your doubts and refer again. Okay. Now guys, this is the new feature. This is how your progress report would look like. This is where your progress report is. Just click on progress report and it will show your basic progress report. Now, how many of you would like to see how it looks like? how a progress report looks like? Okay, well, guys, this is how it would look like. Now, do you see the red color, the red color and blue color graph? All right. Now, this progress report, the blue color is your score, your performance, and the red color is the average score of students in the same target score. Okay. So over here, this student is actually exceeding his target score, so he can aim for a higher score. Alright, so classification of numbers, fractions, decimals and percentage, ratio and proportion, sequence, all the sections. So you'll get a detailed progress report like this. Okay, now these are a few toppers from GREedge. Satakshi got a total score of 330. She studied in Lady Sri Ram College for Women. Lijo Anthony got a total GRE score of 323. He's a working professional. He's from Dubai. Guys, how many of you would like to read more testimonials, more student experience? How many of you would like to read what student had to say about their GRE preparation? Okay, so I'll just send you the link. You can just click on that link and you will be able to view it. Okay, guys, how many of you would like to listen to them? Not just read, you would also like to listen to what they had to say. How many of you would like to listen to what they had to say? An actual call. Oh, Dilip is a very good idea. Well, Dilip, I'll send you the link. Okay, I've sent you the link. Just click on that link and you will actually be able to listen to what they had to say. Now, these are the toppers from GREedge. Now, guys, these are the toppers from today. All these scores were reported today. Akhil Ramachandran got a total GRE score of 333. Neha again got a total score of 333. Anusha got a total score of 328. Anand got a total score of 325. Guys, all these scores were reported today. They got inducted into the Wall of Fame today. How many of you would like to see all the other scorers? All the other 320 plus scorers? Before that, how many of you would like to be part of the Wall of Fame? How many of you would like to see your names over here? Neerav is eager to. Pooja, very badly she would like to be part of the Wall of Fame. Kiran, Pallavi would love to. Alright guys, I'll just send the Wall of Fame link to you. Okay, I'll send the Wall of Fame link to you. You can also see all the GRE toppers. Alright. Sarthak is asking me to save some space. Definitely Sarthak, I've already told Kamakon to save some space. Alright, don't worry at all.
Don't worry, Satak. We have saved the space for you. Okay, just get the score and we'll put you up there. Okay, guys, how was the seminar? How was the seminar going on? Don't worry, Mr. Abhishek is here to answer all your doubts. Okay, so can we go for a online academic award contest? Can we go for a contest? Nirav, don't worry, I'll make you talk to him. Okay. Okay, I will open Facebook. I'll send you a link again. Okay, guys. Okay, we are just pasting the link. We have sent you the link. Just click open it. I'll tell you what you have to type in. Are we ready? Have you opened it? Come on, you're going to get 50% off on a complete GRE program, which you wanted. Okay, so are you ready? Guys, come on guys, where's the energy? Come on, tell me that you're ready. I'll tell you what question you have to type in. Okay, everyone's ready now? Okay, write a summary of today's webinar. What did today's webinar help you in? How did you feel that today's webinar is? 150 characters, guys, not more than that. Just 150 characters. Okay, and make sure your friends are liking it. So the more number of likes gives you the gift. Okay, so the person who's going to get more number of likes in few more minutes will be the winner of this contest. So come on, ask your friends to answer this like your post. Type in your post very quickly and ask your friends to like the post. Okay, don't worry. You need not like only your post. You can also like other participants' doubts also, posts also. Okay, have you typed in, guys? Just 3 minutes for you. Within 3 minutes, just make sure. Kandi, please put it on Facebook. That's why your friends will like it, and the most number of likes will get you the award. And you're going to get online academic award contest, and which you're going to get is 50% discount on a complete GRE program, which you selected, which you guys wanted. Okay, Abhishek here is ready to answer some doubts. Abhishek, can we answer some doubts? Meanwhile, students are typing in.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, one of our students wants to know, my specialization is BTech in civil. Can I take a CS as my specialization in masters?
Yeah, definitely you can write. You can write it. Bhima Abhinav. All right. Definitely you can write it, Abhinav. You can change your field, but see, you need to give your SOP also. Your SOP should be strong. Okay. You should convince the faculty that you are ready for this particular course. You should tell them why exactly you want to change your course. Why exactly you selected to change your field. All right. And see, there are two types of GREs: your general GRE and subject test. So there is a chance that they might ask you to write a subject test. It's not mandatory. Again, you would have to select the university, and then you'll have to apply first, and then they'll tell you.
Okay, guys, I can see there are many posts which are coming in. Keep posting it and definitely ask your friends to like it. Only the more number of likes will get you the award. Okay. Okay, Sumant is leading here with one of his friends liking it. Come on, guys. I've seen many interesting posts here today. Okay. Before that, okay, Abhishek, can we take one more doubt here?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm a BSc Psychology honors, so which GRE should I take? Which will be beneficial?
Sugandha, I did not understand your question. See, basically, for you, if you are planning to do your masters in the same field, then you would just have to write your general GRE, the general test. All right, guys. How many of you would like to speak to me directly? Kamukon, would that be okay? Let them speak to me directly.
Yeah, definitely, Abhishek.
How many of you would like to speak to me directly? You can directly ask me my question. Now, all of you who are participating in the online academy award, you can just type in over there. Meanwhile, you can directly speak to me. Neerav, would you like to speak to me directly? Do you have your headphones? Neerav, can you hear me? I've just given you the audio control. Neerav, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes,
Can you
tell
hear
me.
me?
Yes, I can hear you. Tell me, Neerav, what's your doubt?
I have placed my doubt already
Okay.
that I'm going to take GRE in October. Okay.
Okay.
So as you told in this seminar, you need to start preparation before 3 months.
Yes.
Uh, so so how can I crack GRE in like less time?
Okay, I'll tell you. Neerav, ideal preparation
And
time is around 3 to 6 months. Okay, but now since you said you have very less number of time, very less time, I don't think that'll be a many big problem. How many hours will you be able to prepare per day, Neerav?
mm, 3 to 4 hours. 3 hours.
See, if you can dedicate 3 to 4 hours every day and a bit more on the weekends, all right, then we can definitely help you. GREH can definitely help you. See, we have a number of fast track programs which can help you out. Alright, but first what you need to do is you need to take a diagnostic test. Alright, you need to take a mock test
Okay.
with GREedge. It's a free diagnostic test so that your trainers would be able to know exactly where you stand. What score are you targeting, Nirav?
Actually, I am targeting 300 plus.
300 plus. Okay. See, if you're looking for a top university, then I would suggest you to target a bit more higher score. Well, don't not to worry. I'll just ask a counselor to give you a call, and then they'll help you out. Is that fine, Nirav?
Okay, okay, that is fine.
All right. Guys, how many of you would like GREH to help you with your GRE preparation? Nirav said Nirav already wants help. How many of you would like GREH to help you with your preparation? Sumant is asking what are the maximum topics in the GRE that has more weightage? Well, it's actually equal weightage, Sumant, verbal and quant. But yeah, RC has more weightage. In your verbal section, RC would be given more weightage. Dilip badly requires, definitely Dilip. Nirav has given his number. Alright, Nirav, I'll do one thing. I'll just forward your number to the counselors and they'll give you a call. Alright, I'll ask an expert to give you a call. Alright, Kamakon is itching to give updates over here. I'll just pass it on to Kamakon.
I've checked a lot of students posting on Facebook, but guys, ask your friends to like your post. That's the only way you're going to get a gift. Okay, Sumant here is going to get the Online Academy Award.
I can see a lot of updates on Facebook.
Okay, so guys, come on, ask your friends to type in. So I'll give you 2 more minutes. We can. Abhishek, is it fine for me to give 2 more minutes?
Yeah, not a problem.
Guys, the person with the maximum likes will win the contest. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay, come on, guys. Beat Sumant here. Last time also he won the contest, so this time he's going to give option to someone else. Okay, Dilip, come on, Dilip. You can't like your own comment. Is that ask others to like your comment. Ask your friends who are online to like the comment, Dilip. Okay, guys. Any more doubts, guys? You can just type in your doubts also. We'll answer your doubts also here. If no one's getting the prize, we have to divide the price between few people who are responding here. So each of will get only 5-10% discount. Is it good? Come on, guys. Ask your friends to reply, like your post to get the 50% off on the complete GRE program, which you asked for. Abhishek, we have a general query here. You know, I will, I will a good score, a 325 plus score will guarantee an admission in top university.
I think that's a very common question. A lot of you are asking that question. The 325 plus score is a very high score. Okay, it's a very good score basically. All right. So which university is he trying to? Is he looking forward for?
I think he's looking for top 10.
All right, for the top 10 universities, yes, 325 is a good score, but again, your profile also should be important. Your college achievements, your SOP, LOR, everything is important. But yeah, if I would suggest you to aim for a bit more higher score. If it's for a top 10, definitely around 330, at least 330. Any more doubts? Sumant, I did not understand your question. Can you please repeat your question? Meanwhile, Kamakon is just checking on your Facebook post on the Online Academy winner. Guys, I think you would have to invite your friends also. You can get your friends' help also. Alright, the person with the most number of likes would win the award. Alright, guys, any doubts? You can ask me your doubts. Well, Sumant, I won't be able to say that. Yes, but it would be important. There's no topic on clocks as such, but yeah, it would be important. Alekia is asking the best way to prepare. Well, Alekia, I would suggest online preparation would be the best way because, as I earlier said, practical knowledge is important. Do you remember the swimming example? Currently, which university is providing masters in electronics and communication? Well, most of the top universities provide Karandeep. So there are lots of universities, more than hundreds. Is it possible to get 340? Well, definitely, Siddharth. If you can dedicate your time for GRE preparation, it can be possible.
Okay, guys, don't worry. Thank you for your time, Abhishek. Guys, how was the seminar? How was the seminar? Dilip, just a few more practice tests, you can get a good score. Okay, guys. Of course, most of you will be looking for a seminar of the online academic award contest. It's going to for Pooja. Okay, though she got only 2 likes, but she has been very active in the seminar. She deserves a 50% off on a complete GRE program. Pooja, you'll be getting a call from a counselor, and they'll be helping out. Okay, and if you have any doubts, anytime you can always type in your doubts to info@greedge.com, and here's the contact details of our counselors. Okay, and one more thing. How many of you would like to have a recording of today's online seminar? We have opened the poll here. And of course, definitely you can always meet us on Facebook. We love to be on Facebook. Okay, guys, thank you once again for the wonderful seminar. Okay, wonderful participation here. Abhishek, thank you once again for a wonderful seminar. I think you are going to give one more seminar on Friday. So let's see the number of students turn up. Guys, you can ask your friends also to come attend the seminar on Friday. You can also attend it. It's going to be a different seminar. So okay, guys, who wanted the recordings of the poll, just answer it. The recordings of the seminar, just answer the poll. Okay. Sure, Sartak. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Get your friends, and it will help them, and it will return you to help you win the Academy Award next time. Okay. Okay, guys, thank you once again. We'll see you next time on Friday. Okay, if you have any doubts, any issues, you can always contact us in our number 98844532276 and info@greedge.com. If you have any doubts regarding your GRE or admission process, you can always give us a call. Thank you, guys. And of course, you can always meet us on Facebook. We are here to clear all your doubts. Okay. Okay, guys. See you. Thank you once again. We'll see you on Friday. Bye bye.